Well, in my neck of the woods, everything cloudy, mist on the mountain. Let me see if I could show you. And the river is swollen. I'm not sure you can see it, but whatever white patches you see there, that's the river. It's quite nice and cool, but it's kind of scary because we have been having earthquakes. We had 2 earthquakes in a 24-hour period, and the first one was 6.3. But I'm okay. I'm sleeping in my house clothes. Y'all know what I mean. Hello and welcome. This is What the Stories Say, and I'm your host, Dr. Pauline Baird, cultural bearer from the village of Buxton, Guyana, and I tell our stories. I tell our family histories, our whispered stories, our practiced, hidden, and sometimes long-lost tradition. And as we say in the village, what the stories say, I come in, sit down, get a tea, get a food, whatever it is I want for eat and drink. I got story for y'all. Things your mama just tell you that you don't understand till you get big or you get the experience. Today, I got another story for you. And I want to thank the people who allow me to tell these stories. And so I'm going to fictionalize the names as the permission, allows. This story is about 3 friends. Me and May, as she told me to call her in the story. And the other friend didn't tell me what to call her, so I'm going to name her Faustina. Yeah, that is your name, Faustina. So I'm fictionalizing all the names so to keep it even. So let me say Faustina last name is Faustina Monroe. And May last name is Duncan. I hope I remember these names because when you fictionalize, you got to keep your story straight. All right. So we are all of 11 plus years old or 12 years old, just started high school. And the high school was in Friendship, the Friendship part of Buxton. So it was on Watson Street and Friendship Road. And it was an old doctor's hospital that we went to school at because it was converted into a school. History has it that when there was some kind of a racial or political uprising in the neighboring village, kids from Buxton had to come to a school. So they, according to Baba Ayusi Kwayana, they negotiated to get this building, the old Dr. Ramdial's hospital, and they turned it into a school. The school grew. It pulled students from neighboring village. Like I said, Lalita came from Enterprise. It came from Enmore, Pleasance, BV, and so on. And soon the school grew. They got the building across the street that was a home of one of my grandmother's relatives, because this street is Watson Street. My grandmother was a Watson, so they all had properties along that street. And so they rented that building and we had classes in that building. Good. Every time, we'd go around was me and May and Faustina. Now, let me tell you a little bit about our characters. Me, according to them, was very outspoken. I was straight shooter, sometimes too blunt to be appreciated, but they said I was quite a storyteller. So here I am. And avid reader. We were good friends. Faustina was one of maybe 8 or 9 kids, I'm not sure, but she was third to last. And boy, she had a mouth on she. But she didn't like to see injustice. Let me tell you, she was mediator, she was arbiter, she was always in defending and proving. If somebody get one offended and proving, she did it. You not do this and you do that, she put to right and there. Yes, she was that kind of girl, like a good cook shop long spoon. But let me tell you something, I love she to death. That one friend you want because she represent you. Yes. And then there was May. May Duncan. May was, let me say, quiet but chill. She wasn't the one to tell you off. Leave that to me and Faustina. She wasn't the one to tell you off. She was a little bit more mature in her carriage and her behavior. May used to live by a lady that we used to go and do bush cook at, because when it's exam time, you get a whole day. You're going to take an exam 9 o'clock in the morning, and the day you'll get a whole day to go home and whatever. But me not go home. Fastina not go home neither. I will go by May. I will cook bush cook. And May people them allow this bush cook. It was nice. When you go by May real mother house, oh my Lord, May get work for do for so. She got to clean house, she got to wash pot, she got to cook food, she got to take care of baby, she got to all kind of things. She never got time. But we just go and hang about still, because May mother was kind of chill with us little girls. But May had plenty work for do. So I tell you, she had this outlook, this more mature outlook. But good sport. She was taking classes to do what was called CP, College of Preceptors exam, something that we were not going to do or didn't have to do. That was a kind of exam that our predecessors would have taken. People older than me, my older sister and so on, 6, 7, 8, 9 years older. Because that was what you needed to get for qualifications to go into the workforce. But she was preparing for that exam, and with good reason. You see, her mom wanted her to succeed. She saw she had ability, and she was going to push her. And in this pushing of her, she appeared more mature in her outlook and her behavior. When it comes to physique, 11, 12-year-olds, me, no curves. Faustina, maybe a little bit. But May, she had curves. And she had before and after. And so, boys used to like her. Boys didn't like us, and we didn't like them. But they used to like me. And so, the two of us used to intervene sometimes because we felt that boys shouldn't talk to her for whatever reason. So sometimes, I'm just telling you this story so you can understand our characters. So, at the back of the school, they had these dungs trees. If you know anything about Faustina and me, we own everybody dungs tree at the village. If that we passing the dung tree, belonged to us. At the back of the school had 2 big dung tree, they belonged to us. So one day Faustina come and tell me, Pauline, look, the buyer talk to me over there. I said, where? By dung tree. She said, let we go. So we go. We position ourselves so May can see us. When May see us, she want to bust off the guy. She try to left the guy, but like the guy don't want to take bus off. This is when we gonna position ourselves so he gonna see we. And so we are cut up with eye and suck up with teeth and say, yo, make your con loud go. And then Faustina go pull she away and sit she down because according to Faustina, you know, when I send you to school for look for boyfriend. Yes. So we sit down under the tree and then big cement slabs then used to get there. Right. So we would gaff and think. What we think we gaffing about? We gaffing but Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys and Tides of Susan Berg, and that was a radio serial and all of that stuff. And whatever going on in the village, we want to talk and think. We want a little story, not untoward, just, you know, childhood things and laugh and think. We had a good time in school. We even formed a little club. Yes. So, where is the story going? We there in the school first farm, everything going good and so. One day, when the teacher come in, let me call the teacher Miss P. Well, Miss P come in. She call in the register. You know, they get this book with your name, right? They call your name. Baird, present Miss. Duncan. Duncan, where is Duncan? No Duncan. Miss Shabine. Oh, okay. Monroe, present Miss. And so on. Another time, Miss P come back again. She call in the register. Baird, present Miss. Same thing. Duncan, missing. Well, well, the story about May is that May been used to wear glasses. You know, something like this one. Except that the glasses had one peak haze so. And the peak used to stand out like old people glasses. So we used to call the glasses board beak glasses. May girl, look at your board beak glasses. And like, hey, look at board beak glasses. And so, at time poor May not see good, you know. When she there school and people tell she about the glasses, me no know so she used to want to hide. She chuck the glasses some way and I squint up she eyes of a see. Just squint up she eyes of a see. Well, one day, the glasses disappear and she come to school with silver frame kind of glasses, sporting it so. May big up, so we're happy for she. May not only come with the glasses, she come with books that we never see. She come with a magazine called Jet Magazine. Me don't know where she get them from. But then she tell me about them people that's in this magazine. You would think say she and them people are family. Them people named Jackson. Them Jackson 5. She tell me, she said this one named Tito. And this one named Michael. And this one get the big afro. This one the biggest afro. And this, oh God. And they get this is another Toya. And so. And also be there in the book. Ooh. Ooh. And so she even bring song. The words of the song them. And write them down. Always sing all the Michael Jackson song. So things going nice, right? We ain't doing nothing untoward. School year not come and end. And next school year start. Well, the next school year, we end up in another building down Company Road. This building used to house the former Smith's College school, high school. And it used to be a dance hall, I heard, Flores Hall. So we in that school because the school popping at the seams. So we split up, me and May in the same school on Company Road, the Flores Hall school. But Faustina left back at the Watson Street School. So now we got to organize to catch up. So one day, as soon as the school start, we farm mysteries. They might call it homeroom nowadays. We farm mysteries was Miss P. So we sit down, but we don't know that we farm mysteries yet. So when Miss P enter the door and come into the class, May get up for bolt. And when she get up for bolt, Miss P say, Duncan, come here. I want to see you after class. She sit down there, she ginch. Me don't know what she ginch for. So class done. When class done, she also for both Miss P say, Duncan, remain. So then go outside at the door and I see them talking. They talk very animated and think. Duncan look serious. May, she look very serious and teacher talk and so. So afterwards, me ask she, girl, what did you call you for? She said, man, I'll tell you later. So me go tell Faustina, teacher call she, and them talk at the door. So Faustina cook shop long spoon, I go dig out the story out of May. And this is the story I'm going to tell her, you know. May get she board big glasses, she mama get she cause she ain't see good. She got to take all in 10 subjects CP. So she got to study. We not get exam till next 4 years, you know. But she get exam the next year. She got to see her glasses. How this called the thing board big glasses. Picnic strip it, you know. So she take pressure. Social pressure. And so she decide that she'll get rid of these glasses. So she go now, she granny give she $2. And she go town. Me want to know how me can go town because me and Faustina can go town. How this go town once in a blue moon, I was in a town, I was a country picnic. But May, let me tell you, May know things about the world. May mother used to get you like a man of business or a woman of business. A tongue, a shop, a do this, a do that, a hustle and things. So May know for what tongue. So May take up herself and go a tongue at the optometrist where she can get new glasses. Somebody at Wellington and South Road, them tell me. Some doctor named Gobel. And she went and tell Gobel she want new glasses. The man said, why? So she not see too good with these glasses. When the man said, maybe the glasses need change. She said, yes, mister, it need changing. Hey. The man said, all right, we're going change it. Go in there, I'm going to test your eye. He test your eye. He said, you got to leave the old glasses. You're going to get new one when you come. She left the old glasses there. And she got tongue. Bought the market and she go buy one silver rim glasses. You see this man? She very hip, you know. And she's smart. So she don't want this thing here. She go and she get one nice square frame one with silver. So she said, y'all step in school. I said, then we start to say, oh, what that make you get her? She said, yes. At time, not real glasses, you know, a sunglasses. But in the meantime, when she get this glasses, she mother ask she, you, and when the glasses maybe buy you, She not tell she mother nothing. She mother brattle she one day and say, where my glasses me buy give you? You got thing on your eye me not buy give you. She say, mommy, me I ain't been to see good at school and teacher P said me got to get new glasses. So she carry me tongue and she gave me eye check and the doctor said mom get new glasses. She say, oh, go get a glass and buy give you. And she say, the doctor gave me this one for wear in the meantime. No, she wear this one of real glasses, you know, and she still a squinchy eye so as she mama house and she mother watch she. When she messing her come and done. One night, she mama come and tell she, you me been a road and me see teacher so. She said she don't know what you talk about. Go find me glasses. She said, mommy, nobody with she carry me gonna go back and get the glasses. It's next week me gotta get the glasses. Yes, and so the mother say, hey, I listen to you. That's what you tell me. So she say, the next 2 weeks, so she there on 10 hooks. So she again, she might a bite because she got to get these glasses. Or she get you $2, she run a tongue. When she got tongue, the man get she glasses ready. So it's nice because she pick out nice frame. And so the man get it and put it on she eye. You seeing good? Yes, I seeing good and thing. The man said that will be $25. Mister, $25? What you mean? He said that's what it costs for the glasses. She said, Mr. Mean get $25. The man said, well, you can't get the glasses. This may never calculate, so she got to pay all the money. And $25 been a plenty money back in that day. A $2 for got down, you can imagine. Madam Dere, I always say, girl, what you do? She said, well, me have to think fast. She said, mister, you think you can give me back them glasses so maybe bring here? The man say, I ain't think so, you know, because we just throw away them glasses though. She said, mister, you go tell me, say, you throw away me good glasses so me mama buy give me? Mister, me can't accept that me want the glasses. The man said, well, girl, I ain't think I can help. She said, mister, I gotta get the glasses today. He said, we better go over there in the drawer. They get the drawer over there. We just keep some old glasses, just see if you see it in there. Sister girl said, as she dig for gold a potaro, as she dig, and so she dig as if she get dredge. She dey in a drawer, so she throw out all them old glasses, so she throw. She said, she see she glasses. There goes board Beak. She pick up a board. Because she said, mister, look at day. The man said, alright, you can take it. The attendant get the paper, the cloth, and he wipe it up, so shine it up good. Shine it nice. She put them on and she eye and go back to she mama and tell she mother say, the man said nothing wrong with the glasses, he shine it up nice, you see? He shine it up nice. The mother content. Well, I tell you, thing your mother just tell you, that you doesn't understand, and that what she go understand now. Because she mother been tell she, moon a run till they catch 'em. She not been no say, catching day a come. Because they just say, every day a fishing day, but not every day a catching day. Well, this time it's a catching day for she. So, school start the next year, and the Flores are school. So when she thinks she go run away this time, because all them time, when Miss P say, Duncan, I want you, man want for meet you for ask you about the glasses. Because she mama don't meet Miss P and Ashy. So, she thinks story done. So she there Flores are school, and the lady brackle she. And she say, meet me after school. When I see a lady don't teach, she also for both ladies. Say, Duncan, I want to see you. Just like she said. And then went outside. She said, the lady asked she, so Duncan, what is this? You mother meeting me in the street Saturday night and asking me about glasses and so on. She said, me you know. She said, your mother said I carry you to town to get some glasses somewhere. What story is that? She said, Miss P, let me tell you, my mother into Catholic. Up here don't walk too good. She does the talking story like me don't even understand. My mother into right. Sometimes she was a little bit crazy. She said, oh, because I want to know. Because you mother come up to me like I know something about you. She said, Miss P, I gonna take care of it. No matter with me mother not alright. Me gonna take care of it myself. She said, you better take care of it because I don't understand. She said, it's okay, Miss P, it's alright. I can deal with it. I gonna take care of it. So she shake like a leaf. She not only she worry if Miss P now go meet your woman and say, oh, Miss May say she crazy. Well, that moment when she get there, they been gonna want to know that she picked the car, she crazy. So that is the story. Muna run till they catch 'em. But I want to tell y'all my reflections on this story, and it's coming up. You know, when I considered this story for this week, and I asked permission of my friends to tell the story, I thought about the transition or the change in our education system. You see, when I look back, I realized I went to school in the British period, my early childhood. And then I experienced education at that level. I experienced education also when Guyana became an independent nation. And that was a change in our education policies. And then we became a cooperative republic, and that time had even more changes. And what do I mean? You know, when it was under the British, we had a curriculum that reflected the British. So we would have subjects like poetry or recitation in elementary school. And like the little ABC, big ABC, first standard and so on. In those grades, we had to recite poetry. And even the manner in which we did it was quite something. If you were a girl and you had to recite your poetry, if it was classics or something like that, if you're going to recite My Dog, you have to stand up, and then you have to stand up, and girls have to curtsy and bow and put your hand in front of you and say, My Dog, and then you bent out your poetry. And if you had gesticulations, you did it too. It was like a little elocution thing. And the boys had to stand up straight and salute and then say, My dog, and they do whatever. That was how you did it back then. And then education was not free. So a lot of students could only go up to a certain grade in school because the parents had to pay. And Buxton had at least 2 high schools I know of. County High School was a paying school, Smith's College was a paying school, and then later on Friendship had this Buxton Government Secondary School, which when I came along, I don't think it was ever a paid school, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a public school for anybody. And we went there. At that time there were government schools that, you know, forming. And with government schools, it was free from kindergarten or elementary school, from kindergarten or preschool to university, right? And where am I going with this? I thought about our education system and what were some of the things that we did. You know, our tables, times tables, we had that. We had to learn about inches, feet, yards, miles, furlongs, and chains. We had to do pounds, ounces. We did stones. What else we did? Pounds, shilling, and pence, you know, that kind of thing. And those things went away from the back of our exercise books. Now, something changed in the curriculum as well. And I'm going to tell you what. One day, when I was in high school, my little sister, Dara, about 6 years older, so come home excited at my grandmother's house. She had Miss One, too tall. She come excited to show me she paper. And she paper had this poetry that she was supposed to perform in the school for the concert. And she was so excited, she burst with excitement to show me this paper with your poetry. I mean, look at the poetry, me say, whoa. Me see things me I not supposed to see, me I never see before. And so when I tell you these stories, I'm telling you about knowledge making, and those kinds of knowledge making through proverbs seeped into our education system when they were shifts. I remember when she came, her poem said, Pig axi mama, mama, what make your mouth so long? Mama say, bye, you grow, you go meet 'em. For those who don't speak Creolese, it said the pig asked its mother, Mother, why is it your mouth is so long, your snout is so long? Mother said, bye, you're growing, you're going to experience it. Pig asked mama, what make your mouth so long? Mama say, grow, you go meet them. What had happened is that there was a shift in our education system. Of course, we recited the Martin Carters, that poetry and all kinds of different people, local people. But until that time, in my experience, I had not seen or heard Creolese recited in school. So when my little sister came with this thing, I was amazed in a way that I was excited. And look, she was preparing herself to such a thing. There is no bowing, no curtsying with this one, because this is vernacular rhetorics, right? And so I remember that same me and Faustina and May having this conversation, because I come and say, girl, I know, say, people from the university have been coming my grandmother yesterday, you know. They say, yes, then been a mother, that Faustina grandmother, and then been a Ivy, and then been a different people. Yes. And next thing you hear, then been a Nana. Next thing then been a Papa Griffith, then been a Papa Jordan, then been a Baba so-and-so, then been a cousin so-and-so, then been a Muldair, then been a dear aunt. You hear the names I call it? Muldair, dear aunt, Papa, Nana, grandmother. They were going to those people. The university students were doing field work, as I understand it now. And they were investigating and gathering our oral traditions. And I think after that thing, there was something that shifted in schools, so that now when we got our concerts at school, children were there reciting the words and the knowledge of our people, our African ancestors. They were proud. I remember the teacher wrapped my sister's head with a cloth, just like my mother used to wrap her head, because she was in the Assyrian movement. And my sister get up and deliver she poem. Pig axi mama, what make your mouth so long? Mama say, bye, ya grow, you go meet them. So when I tell these stories, I'm telling our whispered stories. What is your story? I talk the thing. Because when we talk the thing, we connect our knowledges and we connect to that which is inside of us. Because we can speak from a place that is so sweet. What you do in life gonna come to you. That you can do a thing for a long, long time. And you will reap the rewards. It ain't sweet in my mouth. It ain't sweet at all. Thing will come back and get you. Or some people gonna find out. Nah. But when you say, Moona run till they catch 'em, I say, nice. What I think. So what I'm talking here is choices, preferences in language. One isn't better than the other. For me, one's sweeter than the other one. It doesn't mean that I can't write both. I write both. I can do both well. So it's not a monolingual thing. It's a bilingual thing. And so we can open up that discourse about how we use our language and what it affords us or doesn't afford us. Right? Let me talk the story. I'll tell you one next story next week. When your mama tell you thing, when you've been little and you been understand. I'm wearing Dara today. Oh, Dara is the same little one. I didn't know what the pig I'll mama. She makes nice earrings. If you like this kind of thing, check her out on Instagram. Dara.handmade. Dara is in Antigua. And here I am doing my thing. Don't forget, books. If you would like to get books, make them as gifts. I appreciate it and thank you so much. I'll see you next week when we have more stories to tell. Don't forget, put the comments, like, share, subscribe, follow, share it like food. Pepper pot, okro, bangamiri, butterfish. Meta G Duff planting a saltfish. I was good.